There was no Europe this
South,
year.
South America?
Yes.
Okay.
Canada and Peru. A lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun.
All right.
Nice little change up from Jacksonville. Canada was snowy. First time I was out there, I think I mentioned this summer, it got snowed on pretty bad. And they got caught in another snowstorm after that, so it was definitely a different environment.
Yeah.
So it's going to be bad.
No issues with trying to get in touch with you while you were.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that necessarily,
Yeah.
but I tried my best to stay in touch. I don't know if they would say that there was no issues, but I'll just say I tried my best.
Of the few days of camp in the books, just how would you assess how the offense works?
It's been encouraging to see the growth in the guys. I think day by day you see little pieces here and there improve. You know that the progression is never going to be linear by any stretch of the imagination, so you see some steps forward, some steps back in different areas. But the encouraging thing is the work that the guys are putting in, the development overall, whether it's the scheme, the skills, the techniques, the operation, all of those things, the improvement in all the different phases of the game is what is so exciting.
A little bit of a bounce back day for BTJ today after kind of the a few days ago. What was it like seeing him kind of get back in the groove?
It was good to see that, see him get his opportunities and come down with some of those catches. I think when you have those off days, when you're a player like BTJ, you kind of expect that bounce back day a little bit. The anticipation is that he will make those plays. So there was never really any worry or doubt that he was a guy that could come down with some of those catches that he didn't come down with. It was just a matter of time and execution. So it was good to see, but I wouldn't say that there was any concern leading into the day that we needed to see that.
What is it about him that sort of gives you that confidence where he's going to bounce back?
Well, it really comes down to the way he works. And for all the guys, you can have that type of confidence. That confidence comes from preparation. So the way he works and approaches his skill and his craft, not only from a receiver position, but from mastering the scheme and his job, what he's supposed to do. So when he's dialed in and working and studying and doing the things he's supposed to do, the way he does to prepare to come out here and play and come out here and practice, it gives us his confidence as coaches, but more importantly, it gives him the confidence to come out here and play fast and do that.
It seems like Tank Bigsby has gotten a pretty good amount of run lately in practice. Just what have you seen from him, and how much more can he improve on what he has done the last couple of years?
I think everybody knows that they have room for improvement. That's the exciting part about this group on offense specifically, is that nobody has probably performed at their maximum potential on a consistent basis. I think guys have hit that, glimpses of it here and there, but what we're working for is to get that on a consistent basis. So seeing Tank in the run game or even in the pass game in protection, see those improvements and trying to reach that level that he can perform on a down in, down out, series in, series out basis is what we're working for.
I know pads aren't on yet, but Walker Little hasn't had many camps where he's gone in as the guy as left tackle. How have you just kind of seen him embrace that role?
In a lot of ways, I think his play style has started to pop off the tape when you see the way he's working his strain and finishing the run game and kind of the ownership he's taken of his craft in the pass game, whether it's the sets, the communication, working with Ezra, working with Hainsey. It's just good to see him really embrace that role and build his confidence that's really well-deserved as he plays better and better and better.
And then a lot of the guys you guys added on the offensive line this year played inside, outside. How much does that depth help or in the early days of camp like this?
It's absolutely helpful. The flexibility of those guys to be able to fill different spots. I think you probably saw Chuma's play tackle, play some guard past couple of days, and really we have a bunch of guys who can play different positions. It's a testament to their work and their ability to be able to play in those multiple spots. It's not easy to go from playing on the left side to playing on the right side, let alone from the left side outside to the right side inside. So that takes a lot of work, not only in the drill work with Coach Surratt and the rest of the staff, but from studying and knowing my calls at guard are different than my calls at tackle. So to have that group that has the flexibility mentally and physically is really nice for us to know it's a little bit of depth and security blanket, but also we can mix and match different groups of guys and see that chemistry kind of build out for our camp.
Brent, where do you think you guys are at, specifically Trevor, at thinking through the offense and playing through the offense?
Yeah, that's a great point. That's something we're working on that will always be working on. I would love to say that at some point we'll be there 100% and everything is just automatic, but we know football's a game of many variables, so it's never going to be the case that he can go out there and just play turning your mind off completely. But we are certainly moving closer and closer to that state. And I think he mentioned something about that too, that pre-snap and post-snap, both of those start to get faster and faster and faster as he's gotten there. So we're not there yet, and we know we have work to do, but his work over the course of the summer, over the course of training camp, has led him to a spot where there's a noticeable difference in the way he plays or even just the way he approaches a given play.
Does that stick out to you, like when you see a rep or when you
Yeah, you can tell on certain reps and really certain operations when you're standing up there at the line and trying to make decisions and protection calls, where you're trying to make an adjustment, just the timing of it and the confidence with which you do it. That's the real ownership of a play. And typically when you have that type of ownership, the result ends up being good.
Liam noted Eli Campbell and Josh Cephas were two of the young wide receivers that he spoke about on Friday. What have you seen from some of these young guys, since obviously you guys brought a lot of them in with the goal of that 50?
Yeah, it's a lot of young guys. It's been encouraging to see Josh be able to make plays and be on the same page with Nick and John and the guys throwing the football. Same thing with Eli, who's worked really hard at knowing the playbook, knowing his role, embracing his role, doing different things that maybe don't always flash in terms of some of the catches and big plays that you see with other guys, with dirty work, with blocking, motioning, shifting, setting things up, things that influence the offense in the run game in a significant way, but might not always be seen by, on a surface level.
What kind of energy do you expect from our offensive line with that?
That might be a question. That might be a question for them. I know my energy will be pretty high. I'll be pretty excited, but I think the group will be excited to get out there with pads on and play football a little bit more for real.
When you see Travis Hunter on the defensive side of the ball making the plays like he was today, how does that make you feel as the offensive coach? You're like, I wish I had him on my side of the ball.
Not good.
But is that like just a very unique situation for you, and how does it make you feel like that?
No, that is the ultimate bittersweet, because it is miserable seeing him make plays on the ball during practice, but it's a team game, so it is exciting in the end to see him make plays. And you see the ball skills that show up on defense, same thing translates to offense, so it's exciting to see him flourish.
How have you felt about his progression in the offense so far?
Really encouraging. I think even from the end of the spring last year to the start of training camp this year, you notice the progression, not only from a mental standpoint, but from the techniques, from a technique and release standpoint at receiver position. I only expect with the way he works and approaches it, that progression to continue.
How has the schedule been for you? I know Liam has talked about just down to the minute, so it's a work next.
Yeah, it's down to the minute. It's been great. Defense has been awesome to work with. The staff has been unbelievable. He's been great, focused, locked in. It's a lot to manage and a lot to juggle, but he's been a real pro at handling it. It's a long training camp, so we know he knows. We have a long way to go, but so far it's been a lot of fun.
Ryan, have you seen anything like conditioning wise for him? Everybody talks about it just can go forever. I mean, how rare is that part?
Yeah, that's unbelievably rare. I don't know that I've seen anything with that level of conditioning before. I mean, obviously he's expected to do something that I have not seen another play, that none of us have seen before. But it is once again a testament to his work, his training in the heat in the summer, to be able to come out here and do this. I mean, it is hot, no joke. There are guys out here struggling to just do one, he's doing multiple things, juggling different things, mentally, physically. So, yeah, it's a testament to his work. The conditioning is definitely apparent.